Hey guys, welcome back to the Let's Get Started channel. In this episode, I will be showing you 5 fabric mods that I must always have in my modded game. Shall we get started? Now, the first mod is a mod called Roughly Enough Items. It is a very similar mod to JEI, Just Enough Items, but this is basically just for fabric. So the way you can use this is by going, let's say I want to make a netherite sword, but I have no idea how to make it. Then you can just type netherite and you'll see everything that has netherite in its name actually. Then you can find netherite and you can see, oh, so you need a diamond sword with a netherite in a smithing table. That's how you figure it out. And let's say I want to make a torch, but I have no idea how to make it. So, all you have to do is type torch into the search bar and you can see all the results with torch. Now, if let's say you don't want to go and collect the stuff and just maybe do a bit of cheating, you can go into the configs and look at the keybinds. You can turn off cheating, save and quit, and then let's just go netherite again. You can just pluck it out like this. This simple. And then you have the netherite sword and the netherite axe. Shall we move on? Now, the next mod I will be showing you is the AdaPaxels mod. In this mod, they give you this new tool called a paxel. And you craft it by using a pickaxe, an axe, and a shovel, and 2 sticks down here. It doesn't matter what type of tool it is, but they all 3 of the tools up here have to be the same tier. Meaning, if you want a wooden AdaPaxel, you'll have to use wooden tools. And if you want to have a, let's say, diamond paxel, you'll have to use diamond tools. And if you want a netherite paxel, you can't just put it in the smithing table and it won't give you a netherite paxel. You need to have netherite tools up here. Yes, very expensive, I know. But let me just say it's worth it. You can dig up the ground quite easily. You can dig up trees quite easily. And you can also dig up stone very easily. That is one of the great things having modded does for you. Now, does this convince you? If not, let's continue. Now, my next mod that I will be showing you is the iron furnaces mod. I know there's only one iron furnace right here, but listen to me. This iron furnace mod is very good. It essentially allows you to upgrade from a normal furnace, which is in here, to an iron furnace, a gold furnace, a diamond furnace, an emerald furnace, an obsidian furnace, and on all the way to netherite. There's also another one, but I'm not sure why, but for me, it was constantly crashing my computer, so I decided not to show it. If you want, I can show you with this over here. REI. You can see here, this is the crystal furnace. But for some reason, it didn't work for me, so I decided to keep it out. But anyway, in this mod, you get these furnaces where every higher tier allows you to cook faster. Like, okay, let's say you want to cook something from the netherite furnace, it'll be definitely faster than the iron one. But, now, here's something that you will see here. Augment speed, it's essentially like a, an upgrade. Alright, so, for this one, it halves the cooking time, but uses twice the amount of fuel. So, normally, it wouldn't be this fast, it would be half as slow, but it will use twice the amount of fuel. And this one, it is half the cook time for smoking recipes, but you can only cook for smoker recipes, anything that uses a smoker. But the disadvantage of that is that you can only use things that a smoker can. This one heats up the fuel is half as slow, but the amount of time it takes is also 25% slower. This one is the same as that one, but it works with a blast furnace. Now, this thing is a different thing. It is a heat machine, but here's the thing. It requires electricity. And if you want electricity, you will have to use a modification, a different tech modification mod that will allow you to have electricity. Now, I'm using the netherite one, that's why this is taking so much. It's so much faster. But, as you can see, it is eating the battery on this wireless heater, and essentially, it's just using battery. That was fast. And as you can see, that wasn't the wireless heater working. That was the netherite furnace working. That is how fast it is. But, as you can see, it eats a lot of fuel. So, I generally would recommend, if you are doing that well already, just place this here. Oops, wrong one. Here. And then do this. Since it's already so quick, it's already so fast, you can just half the amount of fuel it takes, and voila! You have the fastest machine ever. And if you want a little bit of tech spiced in, you can just swap this for this, and get rid of that, and things will just go so quickly. You can still add this, of course, but I find it really strange, considering you can just fuel it up with whatever electricity mod you have. Anyway, let's move on. Now, in the expanded storage mod, they give you more storage. But here's the thing. It is really similar to iron furnaces or iron chest in Forge. But the iron chest only allows you to have one chest, while the expanded storage allows you to place all very weird positions. Hang on. You see? They allow you to place behind, oops, wrong one. Ooh. They allows you to place behind, in front, a lot of weird and wonderful shapes. And of course, they double your amount. Now, this isn't the only type of screen you can have, but I chose this design. They will have 3 designs. One where it's just a 3x9, sorry, it's a double chest, but they have a little tab here where you can jump to the next page. I chose the scrolly page because I find it easier to maneuver, and the higher your tier, your items tier, whatever, is, the more storage you can get. It's the same thing with the barrels over here. As you can see, you get more storage the stronger your chest is, the higher tier your chest is. But, for once, I would actually argue that the barrels aren't actually as good as the iron chests, as the chests over here. Because in this expanded storage mod, you can place a block under it, and you can still open it. So, it effectively turns the advantage of the barrels into nothing. And you can see the animation is damn cool. Look at it. I love this one because it just looks so funny. Anyway, shall we move on? Alright, my final mod for the day is a mod called Comforts. In this mod, you can get a sleeping bag and a white hammock. Actually, you can dye them any color, but I decided to choose base colors because, I mean, it is cool. And as you can see, you can make a hammock like this, and the hammock allows you to sleep in the day. So if you want to pass the time in the day, you can just sleep in a hammock. But then when it's turning nighttime, you can just sleep in here. And the advantage of having this sleeping bag is that neither of these will set a respawn point. So you can just, when you're done with sleeping, you can just grab the sleeping bag and move on to wherever you want. And let's say if you tragically die, you will still spawn back at your house, not wherever you just slept. Isn't that good? Sleeping in a hammock is also very fun, because I mean, it's a hammock. After sleeping, you can immediately go to the bed. It isn't working because I have the game rule setting on where time never moves. I just remembered that. But if you want to know the recipe, you can take a look in here. First, you need the rope and nail. All you need is 4 string and 1 iron, and you'll get enough for 1 hammock. And here's the recipe for a hammock. You just need 2 sticks, 6 string, and 1 wool. It's pretty cheap, but I would argue the sleeping bag is even more cheap. All you need is 3 wool, and that is it. And you have a sleeping bag where you can move anywhere, up to the mountains even if you want. That is how good it is. You see, even the wandering trader wants to sleep in it. Right? Alright then, that's gonna be it for today's episode. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you want, why not go and check out my Discord channel? Isn't that good? Alright, see you guys in the next episode that I post.